But I'm going to bring in Andy Baehr. He is the head of product at Coindesk Indices. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining me. So what do you think is driving the surge right now in the recent Bitcoin rally?
I mean, the ETFs are performing extremely well, and it's great to see GBTC ringing the opening bell as the largest Bitcoin ETF. They've fought a long battle to get this to happen. It's happened. The market has welcomed it. The market structure is working perfectly. The combination of crypto native and traditional finance machinery works great. We have a Bitcoin price that's holding above 60,000, closing in on its all-time high of around 69,000. It's hard to believe that only 14, 16 months ago we were talking about FTX and the market going away, and now we have such fabulous success.
And let's talk about back in January. We didn't see the price of Bitcoin really jump when there was a spot ETFs approval. But why do you think that is? What are we seeing now? What can we expect?
It's a big adoption story, right? A lot of advisors who weren't talking about Bitcoin in their day jobs are now talking about it with their clients. Bitcoin is starting to find its way into allocation model portfolios. That takes a lot of time. We're talking about long holding periods and allocations of 1 to 5% in advised portfolios. That's where we're heading. It's happening super quick. Big question is what's next? We're going to be working with a firm bringing another NYSE listed ETF in the next month, which uses a trend strategy for Bitcoin, which will help advisors even bring a more active approach to Bitcoin holding. We also have our Coindesk 20 index so that people can look at the whole market. That was up 18% in the last week as well. So the price momentum is fantastic. The market structure is good, and investors have a lot of choice.
So you think that's going to hold steady for the rest of 2024? How do you think we will end 2024 with Bitcoin?
There are macro factors. There's a lot of price velocity right now, so even thinking a pullback might be healthy, or at least some consolidation at this level, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We don't like to make price predictions. The Bitcoin halving is coming up in about 2 months in mid-April. That's a very psychological event for longtime Bitcoin watchers. But looking forward, the way the macroeconomic picture looks, the supply-demand picture, and the education picture, and as adoption becomes wider and wider, we see a really, really strong medium to long-term future for Bitcoin.
Now, Ether and Bitcoin are probably the most popular cryptocurrencies out there, but what else should investors have on their radar?
We know that investors aren't going to token pick all the way down through the tens of thousands of tokens out there. We listed the Coindesk 20, which actually became available to U.S. investors in SMA format just yesterday. This is the top 20 tokens with caps on Bitcoin and Ether so that investors get half Bitcoin and Ether, half altcoins. There are some terrific stories. Chainlink, Aptos, Filecoin, Polygon, all doing super well on their own merits over the last couple of weeks. So we think investors will look at Bitcoin, they'll look at Ether, then they'll just say, give me the index.
We have about 20 seconds left. Advice for investors when it comes to investing in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin?
Learn, take time to learn, talk to your advisor, think about how Bitcoin is different from other assets, learn its properties, think about all digital assets in the index, and just get involved.
Get involved. All right, great. We're going to toss it to the opening bell and open up the U.S. equity markets. Let's listen in.